This is Boys Love Storyline. This extremely addictive story about Omegaverse comic books, this comic from Korean artist. This story was completed and have 60 of chapters, including the side plot. This Omegaverse genre has amazing story because the main lead can be pregnant and have a cute baby even though he is a guy. This story about cute boy is main lead, he is the bottom, and he was the successful boy as a skier who was winning multiple times of his career. However, everything was changed until someday he wanted to save the puppy from drowning, and at the same time his body was weak and dizzy fro fever, for suddenly he was falling from the edge of road into the water. Moreover, somebody else had saved him, and that boy is a main character. He was the top is an alpha, and the bottom is an omega. However, in the blink of an eye, both of them already hugged each other like a lover in the bed. This is why we called this comic a fantasy, fast furious already naked and heavy breath to each other. This is because both of them are controlled by the pheromones of each other. This is why an omega and an alpha is dangerous for being near each other. They like a magnet for people plus with perfume of pheromones. For sure both of them didn't realize it, and after all the heat moments are calm. The top is shocked, however the bottom was calm and acceptable. Everything happened to his body. This is because both of them are virgins, and the bottom feels so much better than before his life, who need to eating medicine for calm his omega's body. Fast forward, the bottom wants to continue their relationship with benefits to each other. For the beginning the top is disagreeing about it, however he is soft personality-wise, and he keeps his mind calm and agree to release their own pleasures to each other. Moreover, third top have a great body six-pack, because he is a swimmer athlete, different than the bottom whose body was slim and small suitable for his ski talent. This beta is the top's friend and his physician of swimming team, and he is a good guy too. The bottom so much beautiful, he really wants to have a sincere relationship with the top. This is because the bottom was orphaned, he had nobody else. This is why he really feel warm and cozy towards the top. He feels love him, but the top thought all his feels just because of their pheromones, not real from heart. However, the top already accepted it for their own pleasure. However, the plot twists is begun, because both of them have a traumatic experience for them life before. Plus the top refuses, because actually, he can't smell an omega's pheromones. It's making him throw up and vomiting non-stop. Moreover, for the bottom's pheromones he feels so much better. And for the bottom traumatic moment is, he was lonely since he was a child, he had nobody else for his side, and also the director of the orphanage was ripped off the bottom's money. And that damn director also threatened the bottom for leaving him alone and said nobody care for him. This is why the bottom is innocent himself. Fast forward, the top already feels jealous towards the bottom's friendship, however he wants denial of his own feelings. That helmet boy is a mystery guy, because his face always covered by the helmet. This is why he famous as a helmet boy, for sure he Washington kind and gentle towards the bottom. More important, the top is jealous and make his lower body is hard and stiff. He feels embarrassed himself, however the bottom is enthusiasm for the top's hard thing. Ande really wants to help himself for release the top hard time, for sure the bottom sucks all and J problem was solved in the car. Moreover the bottom wants more, but they can't overcome when they at the public place. Move forward, the top feels annoying towards the helmet boy, maybe it's called jealousy. Moreover, thankfully his physician the beta is good, and one day the bottom, so much gorgeous with his outfit, looks good and beautiful for his ski event, for sure the top seems mesmerizing too. However he meets someone bad vibe and made him feel irritated. Another guy approached the bottom, seems like he have negative thoughts about the bottom, he has evil's eye towards the bottom. After the bottom going into toilet room, he followed him and start making moves, which is the bottom really uncomfortable beside him. However, the bottom isn't someone easy enough for tackling, for sure he can save himself from pervert. For sure the top mesmerizing, the love line between them is begin. However, the bottom's health isn't really good, and he doesn't want to make the top feel difficult with him, and the bottom starts staying away from him. For sure the top already feels love for the bottom, and don't want to separate himself. However, the top feels that the bottom is forcing himself into his relationship. Their relationship becomes complicated, even though both of them have feelings for each other, but because of their own traumatic moments, makes them feel so hard to breathe. This is because they miss communications, a lot of confessions. For sure the bottom didn't want to break their relationship, However, the top also had his important mission for being the best athlete swimmer. Everything was worse and hurting about each other. Moreover, thankfully, because the beta really have good sense, for sure the top realize his feelings and chasing the bottom for everything his didn't see enough. And now the bottom is hiding and crying himself. Both of them are first love to each other. For sure they didn't know how to make them feel better about it. However, thankfully the top was mature enough. He persuaded him carefully and confess his feelings. For now everything seems back to normal. The bottom training as an athlete skier. With his the best talent, he's so much beautiful and charming. Either for the top, he continue his talent as a swimmer athlete. With his greatest body really make everyone melted too. And both of them have a good making love every day. However, because of hard training, the bottom's legs and thighs are sore and hurting. For sure the top is considered to treat him better. Everything was fine, until someday another problem is coming. It's about the bottom's health issue, for suddenly he avoided the top. He wants the top to focus on his life and talent. Because he thinks he will make the top's life become miserable because of him. For too long he avoided the top until now. For sure the top feels anger towards him. The bottom was hospitalized because of his symptoms of unstable pheromones, and he didn't want to make trouble for the top. He wanted to hide from him, with the helmet boy's help. He hides himself from the top's visit in hospital building. The helmet boy also advised him and meet the top, talking about everything. For sure the top can smell his pheromones and know where he's hiding. Fast forward another day, the top also makes him confession. He really love him. However, the bottom was running away and hiding somewhere. For sure the top feels irritated and anger, and for suddenly the top's rut has come. His pheromones becomes unstable. His mind becomes blank. For sure he forced himself towards the bottom and non-stop making love to him for several days. Suddenly the last day he wakes up, the bottom gone without his knowledge. He searched him, but not found everywhere. And now he just backed off and training for daily work non-stop. But his mind was hurting because he can't protect his love. For sure he was blank and didn't know how to find him. He also worried if he nodded the bottom before, because naughty is something scary for an alpha and an omega. Moreover, at another places, the bottom life sounds bad and hurt, because he vomited himself and can't eat anything. He was crying himself alone. This is because he was pregnant after the hot night with the top before, and for sure the top was not at him, and now he with the baby in his little stomach crying alone. At the same time he really missed as an alpha, but he can't do anything about it. Because of his little baby in stomach, he walked around himself, everything he doing himself. He also checked himself alone in hospital, and thankfully his little baby was very good and healthy enough, and now he's craving something sweet himself. At same moments, the top also non-stop finding the way to search for the bottom, and he also needs the helmet boy's helper, even though he feels annoying to him before, because of jealousy. But still he needs to calm down himself, and think rational needs. Thankfully he found the bottom at the right time. He's so much lonely himself alone. Fast forward, and now the bottom really craving something sweet. He followed the top sweet tooth too. Maybe because of the little baby's stomach. At the same time, the top also confirmed that he was pregnant with his baby, because he was first and last guy with him before. And for now everything getting normal, the bottom's stomach also getting bigger with his little baby. even though they have another complication after this, but enough to tell this story. More important, we want to show you guys the cuttest baby in the world. For sure, Deb Bottom safely give birth with happiness.
행복하게 잔다 맹력한 우리가 인생 능력은 철발 너의 발을 하엔 몰고 감추고 남마치 사이 맹